Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of East Indies. In this week's episode we're gonna build a train station. Something I think I have never done before in any of my series, and I am quite hyped about it because, well, one of the biggest things in this game is building a public transport and making it function and make your city function. But I often go full on detailing, but never really go deep into making the game work as it's supposed to do. And in this build I actually am very cautious of it. So here I built a train station, but I also try to connect the tram line on the train station and a bus line. So there's a fairly, it's more like a hub. And that's the function of a train station, isn't it? So the model I was planning to use, I don't know. First I thought it should have been a larger station, but Fiocra made this Bandung train station, which is the old train station from the 1920s from the era I'm building in. And so yeah, there are no doubt I had to build this one. I did add some new stairs and some different tiles because the textures weren't really up to my my preferences, but I'm not basing it on the actual Bandung train station at all. I'm just working on something I like, but I'm happy I can use the model. It looks really cool. And honestly, the whole feeling, I should add that mod again, which gives smoke to my trains and my trams, because I turned it off and I'm not sure which one it was anymore. I think it was extra vehicle effects, but anyways, I really like how the steam train is rolling in. And as you see now, I'm adding this tram line, which so far didn't really had a purpose or like a real direction, but now I have a reason to reroute it and get it in front of the train station. So yeah, really cool, really happy about it. On the side you see this parking lot, because this is the era when cars really started to make an appearance, so I thought it was pretty cool to add a little bit of that. One thing I noticed watching photos of the Dutch East Indies is that there's way more open space than I anticipated. Modern Indonesia is very, very densely populated and very densely built, but in the Dutch East Indies, it turns out they had a lot of open spaces between buildings and public parks and just open ground. And I haven't incorporated so far. I didn't incorporate it anywhere, I guess. And honestly, on this build, I tried, and then I just started filling it up with foliage and extra buildings. And I think the train station in the city is one of the most central places, so it doesn't matter if it's dense or densely built. Here you see me fiddling around with this parking lot. I really had a hard time getting it the way I wanted it, and I don't think it is eventually turned out exactly how I was planning it, but it is good enough. I'm just trying to fix this island. And then, first I wanted to have like a dirt road parking lot. That's something that didn't happen. But I do add a lot of dirt to the as you can see right now, to the parking lot. I don't know. You guys tell me, does it look weird or does it look good? I thought it would be like a nice little detail, but I don't know if it's realistic because it's only on the parking lot. So perhaps I need to change it actually, but next time I'll load it. Here you see me add these railroad markers. I still don't know exactly what they mean. So yeah, leave a comment if you know. And if you're from Indonesia, leave a comment, because I think I gained a couple of Indonesian followers, and you guys probably know way more about Indonesia than I do, because you live there and how it used to look, and I can't go to your museums, of course. So if you have an idea or saying like this doesn't look realistic or you should do it differently, please let me know, because I'm just going by pictures I see in an archive and my interpretation of the Dutch East Indies. So yeah. Here I'm just adding this small cargo dock. It's these trains often would carry post or packages as well, so I thought it needed a cargo dock. And this large building I came across, I think that could serve as a good school-like building, perhaps a university, but I don't know if that makes sense. I don't think there were universities, but I don't know. This large arched gate felt very European, something European people would build when they conquer something. So yeah, I reckoned it might be a good fit, like a gate to the city. And then it's just basically copying a whole lot of buildings I'm using in the rest of the city. I don't have that much of choices. I need to make more, actually. Here I'm trying to make like a sort of a bank building by adding... It's like I'm adding heads to every building. That's how I start feeling now, because I keep adding these Dutch roofs to everything. And sometimes it works. In this one, I'm not sure if it works. I don't think it really does. Here's a little trick to replace a brick texture. Just add a couple of layers of gray, and then at some point you get like a decent gray concrete color. But yeah, this building, it kind of looks weird. So I think I'm gonna remove it. I know it's still there. I'm removing it to another spot, but in the end I probably will remove it. And here I'm just adding more of these Latin American buildings, which still have the same, well, vibe as I wanted. I'm also trying to add more of these Chinese buildings in between because, well, perhaps I should make some, but they look a little bit more like traditional Indonesian housing, which I see in a lot of pictures, with a lot of wood. Yeah, they don't have the right roof color, of course, but I allow it. Yeah, I'm just basically adding more and more of these buildings and trying to fill up the street. This street I will continue at some other time. And here's like the waterfront, which at first I wanted to do something very, well, because it's quite a open spot, something really big and cool, but I thought just leave it, perhaps just leave it small. Don't try to make everything look like it's really gigantic. It's not a big town, and so far I need to add way more residential buildings and lower buildings than these larger shop fronts. I just need to add more residential because everything looks like a shop front now. Yeah, then I made this little park and this small, I think this is a Dutch monument actually, an old Dutch monument, which I saw in the workshop. I'm not sure what it signifies. Perhaps I'm wrong, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to add a little bit more detail. So I'm adding this retainer wall, and I used the roundabout function to make it round, but somehow it wasn't really round, so I had to like, well, tweak it a little bit, but it looks nice. So yeah, it's the whole build is starting to really come along, and you know, at this point I'm also adding vegetation. The moment I'm adding vegetation, it really comes to life. It always is like the cherry on the top of the cake of any builds I do. It really sets it apart, in my opinion. I'm not sure if the vegetation is very realistic. I'm adding these banana trees as well because I really think they look very tropical, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I think bananas grow in South America. I'm not even sure. Yeah, they grow in Indonesia as well. I'm not sure if they are native or anything, but hear me rambling. Even so much that I rambled through all the episode, because I think the end of the episode is already upon us, which is quicker than I expected. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy my build of the train station. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, if you haven't done yet, like and subscribe. I really enjoy all the new followers. And if you have anything to add, or I should build something, just leave it in the comments. For now, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. And again, I'm also on Patreon. So if you want to support me there, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm really happy you guys are all here. And I'll see you next time. This was Jess. Bye.